Hey, I'm Brittany Bryden. Thank you so much for choosing to practice with me. Today we're going to do a mat Pilates inspired class. You're going to need a light resistance band as well as some light weights. These are 2 pounds. You can go 3 or 5s. You can also go heavier. So this is your practice. Make it what it needs to be. And you also need a mini ball. So when you have your stuff, let's get going. You're going to take the band, just place it off to the side for a moment. Put the weights towards the back of the mat so they're easy to grab when we need them, and we're going to start off with the mini ball. So as you turn to face the front of your mat, you're going to set your feet down a little bit wider than the hip distance apart and place the ball just behind your shoulder blades. You're going to have a slight tug of your pelvis, and it's like you're trying to draw your frontal hip bones towards your low ribs. So from there, you're going to take your hands behind the back of the head, take an inhale. Now on the exhale, instead of just letting the head drop and the ribs go up, I want you to think about controlling the movement and think about lengthening instead. So crown of the head reaching towards the back of the room. And then you're going to lift your chest forwards and up as you come up. And then the frontal hip bones are going to draw towards one another. So you're going to lower down, send the crown of the head towards the back of the room, and then come up, frontal hip bones draw towards one another. So you're going to take this nice and slow. I forgot to mention at the beginning, if you enjoy working out with music in the background, I have lots of playlists on my Spotify. You can put one in the background. I usually like to have some music, but so you don't have to follow my pace. Go at your tempo, but I don't really suggest going any quicker than what we're going. So do it with purpose, intention, and work with your breath. 2 more. So next time that you come up, you're going to reach your arms forwards and you're going to pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands behind the head. You're going to do that again. Lower down. And then chest forwards and up. Go on. More. And then the next time you come up, you're going to bring your feet together. Knees are going to be together, and take your knees over to the left side. So you're on your big toes, knees are to the left, and you reach your left hand to the right corner of your mat, and then you're going to pulse from there. 4, 3, 2. We're going to do one more round. Hands behind the head. Separate your knees. Lower down, and then left forwards and up. Two more. And as you lift up, bring your feet together, knees together, take your knees to the right. Right hand's reaching to the left corner of your mat, and you're going to pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lift yourself up, place the ball between your thighs, and then lower down on your back. So instead of having your heels pretty close to you, you're going to walk your feet away, so you have about 1.5 foot distance between your feet and your glutes. Hands on the floor, framing your hips. So you're going to take an inhale, and then on the exhale, tuck your pelvis under, squeeze into the ball, and then lift the hips up. Lower down, tap the glutes. Lift the hips up. Tap, and then lift. So as you lift, just make sure you're not pushing up through the low back. So you're actively hugging into the ball, pull your heels towards the glutes, engage your hamstrings. Four more. 4, 3, 2. Next time that you're up, keep the pelvis up and you do little dips. You're going to go down an inch and then up, down, up. 4, 3, 2, One. Now hips up. You're going to squeeze in the ball. Squeeze, relax. Squeeze, relax. Four more. 4, 3, 2. Squeeze and hold. And then lower down. So you're going to keep the ball where it is, but you're going to grab your weights into the hands. Bring your knees over top of the hips, shins parallel to the ceiling, and reach your weights up. So take an inhale. On the exhale, you're going to lift your head up, lift the chest, shoulder blades come off the floor. You're going to reach the weights forwards. So legs are going to stay exactly where they are. Then you're going to lower down, tap the back and the head of the floor without flaring through the ribs. Then lift the chest, the shoulder blades off the ground, and reach your arms forwards. And use the assist of the weights to get up even higher when you come to the top. Ooh, there you go. I said there you go to me because I wasn't doing that. Make sure the back of the pelvis is not lifting off the floor when you lower down. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. And then set the weights to the side. So you're going to leave the ball where it is. Set your feet down on the ground. But then you're going to roll over into your left side. So as you roll into your left side, we're going to do some V-ups. So your legs are straight. Your left arm is reaching out to the side. Back of the hand is on the floor. Then you're going to reach your right arm up and over the head. So the fingertips are going to be on the ground, reaching towards the back. Then you're going to roll over onto the meaty part of the glute. Lift your legs up. Press the left hand down the floor to help, and reach your right hand to the outside of your left foot. Lower your legs down, and you're going to reset. So turn your hips to the side and reach your right arm up and over. So you'll do that again. Roll over to the meaty part of the glute. Legs lift, reach to the outside of the foot. Lower the legs down, and then reach up and over the head. Four, 3, 2, 1 more. And then bring yourself back onto your back. Ball still where it is. Feet on the ground, but walk your feet even further away from your glutes. This time you're going to have your heels up, balls of the feet on the floor. Take a breath in, and then exhale, pelvis tucks under, lift the hips up. Lower down, and then lift. Hinge from the hips, tap, and pick up. Four, 3, 2, 1. Hips up, then dip down and then up, down, up. 4, 3, 2. Hips up. Now squeeze in the ball. Squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax. 4, 3, 2. Squeeze and hold. And then lower down. Grab your weights into the hands. Knees over top of the hips, shins parallel to the ceiling, reach your arms up. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the head, lift the chest, and reach your arms towards the front of the mat. And then lower down. And then curl up. Four more. Remember, you don't have to stay at my pace. Go at yours. If it's too much with the weights, then drop the weights. For 2. 1 more. And then let it go. Drop the weights, keep the ball where it is. We're gonna roll over into your right side. So your legs are straight. Right arm's reaching out to the right side, left arm's reaching up and over the head. So roll over into the right glute, V up, legs lift, left hand to the outside of your right foot, lower the legs down with control, turn your hips to the side and reach your arm up and over. 3, 2, one more. And then take the ball, place it off to the side around your back, and bring both knees into your chest. Whew. Hands below the knees, just rock side to side. Lift your chest towards your thighs, flex to the spine, and then rock up and down the spine. Do about 3. And then once you come up, this is where you're going to grab your light band. Just going to place the band just above the knees. You're going to lean back a little bit, and the ball is going to come just above the pelvis, and you're going to lower down to your forearms. You're going to be on the tops of your feet, sorry, the balls of your feet, and then straighten your right leg out in front of you. You're just going to tap the toes, and then straighten the legs. So you're just going to do a couple like that. Have that slight tug of the pelvis, front ribs in and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now straighten the leg. You're going to abduct. So take the leg to the side, bring it in. Side, bring it in. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then set your right foot down, left leg forwards. And then tap the toes, straighten the leg. Tap, straighten the leg. 4, 3, 2. Straighten the leg, keep it straight, take it to the side, and then in. Side, in. 4, 3, 2, 1. So now feet together, take your feet off the ground, shins parallel to the ceiling, and you're gonna keep your big toes together. So then you're gonna open, and then close the knees. Open, close. So inhale to open, exhale, draw it in. Inhale, exhale. 4, 3, 2. Now you can stay in this variation, or you're gonna straighten your legs. Lower your legs down just a little bit, and then if it's too much for the hip flexors of the back, you can roll the ball further up the back to give a little bit more help and assist in it. You're gonna open and close the legs. Open, close. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees in, set the feet down, lift yourself up, place the ball off to the side. We're gonna do some cat-cows here. So set the hands below the knees, pull your chest forward, take the gaze up, and then around, bring your chin in towards the chest, pull away from your thighs. Bring the chest through, and then round. One more time. And then round. And so you're gonna come up, and now you're gonna place the band around your feet. Swing your legs around, and mine slid out. Make your way into a tabletop position. So shoulders over top of the wrist, left knee on the ground, toes stay on the floor, and just straighten your right leg. Before you go any further, it's really common to borrow from the low back and let everything sink as you lift the leg up. So instead, I want you to think about not lifting the leg up so high, and can you have control of it? So push away from the floor when you come into your hip extension, lift the right leg up. Toes should be facing the ground, ribs away from the ground, and you're not sinking through your low back. Then you'll tap the foot down and lift the leg. Tap and lift. Keep going. Crown of the head reaching forwards for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lift the leg. The band might roll, and that's okay. Have your foot flexed. You're going to squeeze the heel in towards your hamstring. The eyes trying to be parallel to the floor, and then straighten your leg. So you're going to squeeze the heel in, and then send it back. Keep pushing away from the ground. One more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Next time you straighten the leg, you're gonna pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna set both feet down, keep the band around the feet, and step back into a plank. So you can either hold in your plank or you're gonna do knee drives. Bring your knee into your chest, step it back. Left, step it back. Right, left, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then set your knees down, take child's pose. Ooh. Rock your hips side to side. All right, you ready for the second side? You can do it. Roll forwards into table. Before you talk yourself out of it, take your left leg back. Set it up, push away from the ground. And then left leg lifts. And then tap. Lift, tap. Two more. Lift the leg, and then hamstring curls. Squeeze the heel to the glute, and then straighten the leg. Heel to glute, straighten the leg. Six. Two more. 7. Last one. Straighten the leg and pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set both feet down. You're going to step back into the plank, and you're either in a plank hold or knee drives. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, well done. Take the band, place it off to the side. Fold forwards over top of the legs. Child's pose. Send the breath right into the back. And then roll up to the spine, sit on the heels, lift your chest up. So we're gonna do one more exercise and then you're all done. So if you need to, you can pad up the mat by rolling your mat over. The ball is gonna come between your thighs. You're gonna grab your weights and you're gonna come up onto the knees. So front ribs in and down, squeezing the ball, engage your glutes, and reach your weights out in front of you. So you're gonna start to lean back, so don't hinge at the hips. Think of a straight line. You're gonna start to hinge back, butt towards your heels, and as you do that, you're gonna rotate your chest to the right, do a row, right elbow's gonna go back, and then come up and reach the weight forwards. Then left arm's gonna pull back, turn your chest to the left, and then reach forwards. Row with the right, reach forwards, left, right, one more each side. Now as you come up, you're gonna hold the weights to your chest. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you're gonna hinge back. Go back as far as you can. And then pull up. We're gonna do 3 more. You can do it. Stay with me. Hinge back, butt to heels. And then pull up. Last 2. One more. Whew. Well done. Take all your props off to the side, hands on the ground, walk it out in downward dog. So hips up and back, pedal out your legs. Ooh, that feels good. And roll forwards into the table, bring your shoulders over top of the wrists, set your knees down, cat-cow. Chest forwards, head on up, flex to the spine, push away from the floor. So you can add some movement to the ribs, the hips. And then swing your legs around, swing the lower down to your butt. I'm just going to turn to face you. Set your feet down a little bit wider than hip distance apart, hands behind you, and then let your knees rock side to side. So if you'd like more of a cool down stretch, I have lots of short videos on my YouTube channel that you can do. So next time your right leg is forward, it's going to be in a 90-90 and just flow forwards over top of the leg. Lock your hands in, lift up. Do the other side, so bring your legs to center. Fold forwards over top of the left leg. And then lift up, just make your way to a seated position. We're going to close off together with one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Close down the eyes. Take a big breath in. Exhale out. Thank you so much for moving with me. Be humble, be kind. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. See you again next time. Is that super millennial? I don't know what to do with my hands.